channel. My name's Tim. This is Vehicle Evolution, and today we're going to discuss something that happened to the car about 3 weeks ago. I know I haven't uploaded for a while, had a lot of things going on in my personal life, both personally and with work, that was just making it difficult to have the time to upload, and hopefully things are smoothed out now and we'll be able to do some consistent uploads for you guys. But yeah, I had a problem with my ram air intake, and those of you who have watched some of the earlier videos, you know I've got an HPS ram air intake on this car. I've had it since the car was probably about 6 months old. I am the only owner of this car. I bought it brand new, and when I bought the intake, it was advertised as an HPS intake. I bought it off of Amazon. Pretty sure it came from Amazon. Usually I don't buy from eBay unless I absolutely have to, but I'm pretty sure this was from Amazon. And I got it, installed it, everything worked great, no problems. So about 3 weeks ago or so, I had a significant loss in power. My turbo made a really weird whooshing sound, and my gas mileage went into the floor. And I thought, I got something wrong with my turbo, and opened up the hood, and this is what I found on the air intake. So this is the air intake that I had. Okay, nothing crazy, everything worked fine. There is the problem. Get around here so you can see. There's the problem. The entire mount, right where it mounts to the turbo, melted. So I thought, wow, that's crazy. So I pull it off. I contact HPS, and HPS says, send me a picture. So I did, and they said, well, that doesn't look like our mount, because we don't use a mount that's cheap. I was like, well, it was advertised as HPS, and they said it's not our product. Send them the whole thing, and it appears that this is pretty much a knockoff of an HPS intake. Lesson learned. Enter the real thing. And as you can see in here, did chrome this time. As you can see in here, it's definitely HPS. The quality of the mount boot that they use is significantly better, and I shouldn't have this kind of a problem. Not only that, but on the intake itself, it's an HPS intake. But as you can see, damn thing's just about identical to the knockoff. Everything about it. So we're going to put this on, and since I never did a video about it before because I already had it on the car, I will do a quick video on how it goes on the car in case you've never done this. So this is probably one of the easiest modifications you can do to your car. You need to take off this push pin, this one, and this one. That removes your intake here. This is your stock air box. You've got one 10mm hex bolt here, one here, and then you'll have a clamp here. This one actually doesn't have the clamp. It's just sitting on there because I lost the clamp because I wasn't planning on ever putting this back on. You can remove your recirculation hose here. That's going to pop off, and you've got a hose over here that you're going to pop off. And once you unclamp this, you'll be able to pop this pipe off, and you can pull the air box straight out. This just popped out. There's always one. And on the floor it goes. This just pops out. And we'll get these couple bolts out. Slide this out of the boot, and this pops out. You've got another 10mm bolt down here at the mount. Put that off there. Just twist it, and it pops right off. And that is your stock tube. So you're going to reuse this hose, and you can hook this back up. This recirculates the air. I actually was leaving mine off, and mine vents out into the atmosphere. Alright, so let's take a look at what cheap looks like versus what good looks like. Cheap, good. Definitely stronger construction. This thing, pretty sure this one's going to hold up pretty well. Even the weight difference between this and this is a more substantial product. So all I gotta do is take this ring, put it here, hook it on, hook up a bolt and hoses, and we're done. The support bracket here actually screws into that bolt right there to be able to do that one, and they actually provide you with a little bit longer bolt to be able to put it in place with that. Alright, so there it is, all installed. Very solid fit. And I actually do put this back in, and you know, it really, I'm not sure it serves much of a purpose, because the way the car is built, the only air coming up through here is through here in the front. So I'm sure some air is getting directed there, but if nothing else, it directs air down into where the air chamber is for the filter. So I put it back in. So that's what happened with the air intake on this car. Got it fixed, wasn't any big deal. Have an authentic HPS intake on it now. Car sounds great, it's running great, no problems. Everything that I was having a problem with before has all been fixed just by fixing this problem, because you know, a massive gaping hole in your air intake is going to cause a problem. But yeah, so no complaints, everything's going good. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Lots of cool stuff still coming for this car. If there's some things you'd like to see me do, please leave them in the comment section down below. And if it's something that I want to do to the car and you know, can obviously afford to do to the car, I'm all about it. If it's something that would help you guys with yours, I'd be willing to be the guinea pig and give it a try. So let me know in the comment section what you'd like to do, but otherwise that's all for me for now, guys. Until next time, take it easy.